Starting with the biggest 50 stories we're tracking. Good evening, I'm Kritsween. Vaccination of children ahead aged between 15 to 18 years has started today, and in a massive response, more than 13 lakh teens have already registered, and 33 lakh plus have received their first dose. Two Pak intrusions have been foiled in 2 days along the international border. A day after a Pakistan soldier was gunned down in Kupwara, another intruder has been neutralized by BSF in Arnia sector of J&K. The SIT has filed a charge sheet in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence. In the 5,000-page charge sheet, Ashish Mishra, son of MOS Sajay Mishra, has been named the prime accused. A day after Akali Dal MLA Bikramjeet Singh Majithia was seen at Golden Temple in Amritsar, Punjab government has claimed that he is absconding. Remember, he was booked under the NDPS Act earlier on. The second FIR has been lodged against 10 people in connection with the Dharm Sansad held in Haridwar, where hate speeches were allegedly delivered by some participants against Muslims. Punjab government has responded to chess player Malika Handa's claims.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇਗੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਮੈਂ ਸੀਐਮ ਕੋਲ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗਾ ਔਰ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਕਹੂੰਗਾ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਉਹਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਰੋ।
Shiv Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi has written to the Vice President. She said that the committee of 31 MPs deliberating on a bill of huge significance for women has only one woman member. Just 6 days after joining the BJP, Punjab MLA Balwinder Singh Ladi has parted ways with the Saffron Party and rejoined the Congress. Senior BSP leader and former Ambedkar Nagar MP Rakesh Pandey has joined Samajwadi Party ahead of the upcoming Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections. Delhi BJP workers staged a Chakka Jam protest against the city government's new excise policy and blocked roads at different locations in the national capital. In a key development in the impending SAARC summit, host country Pakistan has extended an invitation to India. Giving options to India, Pakistan minister has claimed that India can either attend the summit virtually or in person. However, India is yet to respond officially on Pakistan's invite. Amid the outrage over the Bully Bhai app, the Delhi Commission for Women, while taking suo motu cognizance of the matter, has issued summons to the cybercrime cell. Issuing a notice, the commission asked the Delhi police to appear before it and provide a list of people arrested in both the Sulli deal and Bully Bhai matters, calling the non-arrest of culprits appalling. This comes after Delhi Police Special Cell wrote to Twitter seeking information on the accounts behind the tweets. Punjab Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa slammed Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu, saying that Sidhu has been upset with Randhawa over the charge of the Home Department. The Border Security Force BSF seized a huge consignment of arms and heroin along the international border in Jammu and Kashmir, Samba district. And the BSF has also foiled yet another intrusion with this. Meanwhile, the centre, has requested the Supreme Court to schedule a hearing in a matter related to the economically weaker section quota in connection with the NEET PG admissions on 4th January, citing some urgency. This comes days after resident doctors in Delhi took to streets, staging protest over the NEET counselling admission issue. Amid concerns over the growing COVID-19 cases, sources have informed that the Election Commission of India is having a close look at the vaccination status of poll-bound states. Furthermore, the ECI has already written to the chief secretaries of 5 poll-bound states to accelerate the vaccination drive and expressed concern about the low percentage of first dose of vaccination in some states. Telangana police has taken the state BJP president Bandi Sanjay Kumar in 14 days of police remand after arresting him on Sunday evening. Telangana BJP MLA and President Bandi Sanjay Kumar was arrested in the late hours on 2nd December from his office while extending his support to a protest in Karimnagar. A day after Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee President D.K. Shivkumar expressed his opposition towards the state government's decision to introduce a new law for freeing temples and Hindu religious institutions from government control, BJP slammed Congress over their opposition and further said that they don't have a mindset for addressing issues concerning minority communities. An ugly fight broke out at an event in Karnataka's Ramnagara as Congress MLAs exchanged blows with a BJP minister on stage in presence of Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. The fight, which started off as an argument, quickly snowballed into a physical brawl after a Congress MP went charging at ministers who were standing near the dais. Indian skipper Virat Kohli won't be a part of the second test match against South Africa in Johannesburg. According to reports, the 33-year-old has been ruled out due to an upper back spasm and is expected to return for the third test match in Cape Town. Meanwhile, KL Rahul will lead the Indian side in absence of Virat Kohli. In some updates around Omicron, over 37 lakh children have been administered COVID-19 vaccine doses across states and union territories till 7 p.m. on the first day of the inoculation drive those in the age group of 15 to 18 years. As India begins administering the coronavirus vaccine to children, over 15 lakh teenagers have already been registered for vaccination on the CoWIN portal. Earlier, over 6.35 lakh teenagers were registered, and now the numbers have doubled, taking it to over 15 lakhs. Massive surge in COVID cases as India has reported 33,750 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. 123 COVID-related deaths have also been reported. And according to the data published by the Health Ministry, 10,846 people have recovered from COVID-19. India's active case tally as of now stands at 1,45,582. Omicron cases are rapidly growing in India as India's tally has jumped to 1,700. According to latest data published by the Health Ministry, Maharashtra is leading with 510 cases, while Delhi has reported 351 cases in the latest. Kerala's Omicron tally as of now stands at 156. The Goa government decided to close schools and colleges till 26 January in the wake of a rise in COVID-19 cases in the coastal state. After a COVID task force meeting, Chief Minister Pramod Sawant told reporters that Goa government would also impose a night curfew in the state. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath visited the teen vaccination centre at District Hospital in Lucknow.
कोवैक्सीन उन्हें देने के लिए सजेस्ट किया गया है और उसके लिए आज से प्रदेश के अंदर 2150 बूथों पर वैक्सीनेशन की कार्रवाई प्रारंभ हुई है। अकेले राजधानी लखनऊ में 39 ऐसे सेंटर बनाए गए हैं जहां पर 15 से 18 वर्ष के बच्चों को ये वैक्सीन दी जा रही है।
The Higher Education Department has said that all universities and colleges shall remain closed till 12th of January for students in view of rising COVID-19 cases across the country. However, students are allowed to remain in hostels with strict observance of COVID-appropriate behavioral norms and social distancing. Assam launches COVID-19 vaccination drive for children in the age group of 15 to 18. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma visited Oil India Higher Secondary School in Dibrugarh district to inaugurate the vaccination for teenagers. 6 people who were in Patna to attend Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar's Janta Darbar tested positive for COVID-19. Now, the information has been confirmed by officials. Bihar, meanwhile, has reported 352 fresh cases in the last 24 hours alone. Over 100 doctors in 3 different hospitals of Kolkata have tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. A senior health official is informed that at least 70 doctors of Calcutta National Medical College and Hospital have tested positive as well.
पहले गरीबों का यही पैसा बड़े बड़े उन नेताओं के घरों को भरता था जो आज जेसीबी चला करके निकाला जा रहा है। नोट की गड्डियों को निकलते हुए आपने देखा होगा। और अब तो जो लोग लूट मचाए थे वे स्वीकार भी कर रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं ये पैसा हमें मौका मिला था तो हमने कर दिया, और कह रहे हैं कि अब चुनाव आयोग हस्तक्षेप करे, ये छापेमारी नहीं होगी तो फिर चुनाव के बाद में करना। यानी चीजें दिखाती हैं कि चोर की दाढ़ी में तिनका।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को नफरत की दुर्गंध चाहिए। ये नफरत की दुर्गंध फैलाने वाले लोग अपने मुख्यमंत्री तैयार बैठी है, जिस समय चुनाव की तारीख आएगी उसी समय समाजवादी इत्र इनको भेंट कर दिया जाएगा।
भारत के समावेशी संस्कार के खिलाफ एक खतरनाक साइबर साजिश है, और इस तरह की साइबर साजिश भारत के जो समावेशी संस्कार है, संस्कृति है, उसके खिलाफ अनएक्सेप्टेबल है।
चलिए अब ओवैसी की बात को यकीन नहीं करेंगे, मगर गवर्नर है ना, गवर्नर कह रहा है कि प्रधानमंत्री सच्चाई सुनने तैयार नहीं है। और कितनी बेहिसी से देश के प्रधानमंत्री कह रहे हैं कि मेरी वजह से मरे। हाँ, आपके कानून बनाने की वजह से किसान मरे, आप ही के कानून बनाने से बने, सारा देश जानता है। मगर 10 मिनट में प्रधानमंत्री गवर्नर से वो खुद कह रहे हैं कि उनसे बहस हो गई, झगड़ा हो गया। ये ठीक नहीं है। देश के प्रधानमंत्री का ओहदा बहुत बड़ा है, गवर्नर का ओहदा भी है। प्रधानमंत्री यकीनन एक बादशाह बने हुए हैं, और बादशाह सलामत के दरबार में सिवाय तारीफ के और सर झुकाने कुछ मिलता नहीं था। मगर ये जमहूरियत है ना, ये तो लोकशाही है। कोई भी आकर किसी के बारे में कह सकता है, मेरे बारे में कह सकता है। तो हम तो उम्मीद करेंगे कि प्रधानमंत्री और ज्यादा सच्चाई को सुने। कड़वी जरूर है।
संजय बंडी जो हमारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रदेश के अध्यक्ष हैं और सांसद हैं, उनको जो अरेस्ट किया गया और जिस तरीके से अरेस्ट किया गया, ये बहुत ही निंदनीय है, और ये प्रजातंत्र के लिए एक बहुत घातक प्रहार है। ये एक तरीके से प्रजातंत्र की हत्या है।
देखिएगा, मैं 2 दिन का जो लास्ट 2 डेज का बता सकता हूँ, उनमें 84% जो पेशेंट थे वो ओमिक्रॉन के थे। 84%। अगर पूरे महीने का निकालते हैं तो फिर वो कम हो जाता है। पूरे महीने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि ट्रेंड ये आ रहा है कि अब जो केसेज आ रहे हैं वो ज्यादातर ओमिक्रॉन के हैं।
मोदी जी बार बार कहते थे, उसका फेलियर उन्होंने एडमिट किया है फ्रीक्वेंटली चीफ मिनिस्टर्स को बदल करके। 5 साल में 3 चीफ मिनिस्टर।
वो जो केजरीवाल इत्थे आके कह रहे ने कि जिहड़ा केस किया विक्रम मजीठिया थे वो बहुत कमजोर है। ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ मैं एक गल करनी चाहना। सब तो पहली कि साडी गवर्नमेंट ने आके सब तो पहला कोर्ट दे विच असीं गए, कोर्ट 'च जाके उन्होंने कहा कि जिहड़ी STF की रिपोर्ट्स ने इन्हां नूं ओपन किया जाए।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी का शराब माफिया से गहरा नाता रहा है। दिल्ली में जगह जगह अवैध शराब बिकती थी। बहुत सारे इलाके भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने ऐसे बना रखे थे जहां पे वो शराब की जो लीगल दुकानें हैं उनकी जगह अवैध दुकानें खोल के माफिया के साथ चलवाते थे। इससे जब नई नीति अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने बनाई तो उससे 3,500 करोड़ रुपया जो चोरी हो रहा था वो चोरी रुक गई। अब जाहिर सी बात है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी और शराब माफिया दोनों 3,500 करोड़ रुपए में हिस्सेदारी कर रहे थे। वो चोरी रुकी है तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी को दर्द तो होगा ही।